Hello everyone, Shawn, Kenney here, and we're back playing some more Spore, and we're in the civilization phase, so I gotta try and remember where I was, where my guys were. Let's check out our military. I think they're all in the woods from fighting the ships, so we're gonna want to get them all out in the open here, and we're gonna have to work on one of these cities. We're taking over the orange city, I think. Let's see here. We need more houses. And as many of you pointed out, I'm not the best at this. I recognize that. Obviously, we can't put any more there. I think we can't really fit any more anywhere. That's one thing about when it gets to the civ phase is it really takes the pacing. The pacing of the game changes. Up to now, pretty much you can control the pacing of the game. You know, depending on how aggressively you want to go. I mean, you can sit in the cell phase or the creature phase, and just sort of muck about as much as you want. You don't have a lot of pressing concerns. When you start getting onto the tribal phase, I'm not going to do it with just these few guys here. Place that. These guys. Obviously within range of that cannon, that's not good. So, and in the tribal, it's not quite as pronounced, but you're starting to get into that, and I see another. Let's get that guy. And so the what starts to happen is all the civilizations are pressing in on you. They're going to start trying to, obviously start taking over your city, and you don't. When you're sort of playing a lot of Will Wright games, you're expecting your own sort of pacing. I mean, the Sims, you're never usually, unless there's some simple missions or something, you're never really pressed for time and how quickly you do things. Whereas now, you really are starting to get into that. Let's see, I'm gonna have to. Okay, can't get more land vehicles, but I can get more economic vehicles, I guess. And this is so annoying. Do I focus on the city? This guy's going to take over the spice mine. Take care of him. Let's capture the city. Come on, guys. I can't build any more. I was. Okay, maybe we can buy this city. This would be great if we could buy this city. Let's offer 16,000. We got tons of money. Yes. Oh, that's good. Okay, so we'll be able to grow our empire while slowly fighting off these oranges. Hopefully, this will give us some. This will give us more cities. We'll be able to buy more army units. Okay, we'll be able to do a little bit of conquering, but like I said, I want to try and do maybe a little more economic, because once we get into the space phase, a lot of the same things start to apply. Like all the space civilizations start to activate, and they're surprisingly close, it seems, and you really only get like a couple systems set up before you're being pressed in on all sides by different space civilizations. We bought up this military city. Okay, so I can either keep it military or switch it to economic. I think I'm going to have to go military so I can get some naval units. We have our main city that can do ocean vessels and land vehicles as economic, so we can use those as we need them. So we'll go military here, and let's get in, see how this is. Not super happy. slightly happier. Not super happy. What if we swap it like that? That's not nearly as economically prosperous, though. But everyone's a lot happier. The choices, huh? I think we'll go with that. Well, we have a lot of money, actually. So, you know what? Let's, we'll be nice, and we'll let the people be a little bit happier. Okay, and, oh, I should make sure we have turrets, because this is sort of way on the other side, and it's harder to keep an eye on things. Alright, let's, now, though, we should have the ability to... Oh, there we go, send in the army. And, we're gonna teach those orange guys for messing with us. Just having a look on our perimeter, seeing if anyone's encroaching or anything. I guess we should get our economic guys working on another city. Okay, so there's the blue. Can't get there. And of course I used all my... Well, maybe one of these guys will die, and I'll be able to build an economic unit on land on the other continent, and then we'll be good to go. Start working on that continent. Well, yeah, our armies, oh yeah. They were harassing us, but got it under control now, I think, and say our city's basically all built. There's really not much more to do with them. I guess that bar, is it slowly going to go down? Oh, they're still, even with their city under attack, they're just going to say, forget that, I'm going to send my one tank and try and get the gas mine. Well, we'll have the city shortly, and we'll deal with that little guy, and we're going to take over the world. Excellent. There we go. One more city falls to the Ferritoads. A giant ice cream cone in memory. It will remain a military city. Oh, I guess we're getting aircraft now. Well, that's cool. Aircraft are good. Definitely don't want to be in that plane, though, with that kind of pilot, though. That was kind of wild. Alright, will allow you to build vehicles that float and spiral. Alright. Excellent. Add Blitz. This ability enables faster city buyout. We'll have to maybe try that ability. Alright, so we're going to have to build up this city entirely, because we destroyed it through military conquest. It usually happens that way. First thing, we'll get our defenses up. It's a really small city, so man, there's really not a whole lot of options. We'll put a house there, a house there maybe. There'll be no money that way. If we do that, and then maybe a factory in there, and I guess we can get one more house. That'll do. Alright. Okay, so we have our army. Orange apparently. Let's grab these geyser mines, I guess. Alright, now we need our economic dudes. They've just been sitting around doing nothing. Let's propose trade routes. Yeah, okay, and then where are our ocean? Where are these guys? Okay, so there's one there. See if we can find a coastal city. Oh, we could set up trade routes here. Alright, that'll work. And those guys will slowly buy up that blue city, which doesn't look like it'll be too hard. We need to create an aircraft though, so we'll go in and check out the vehicles. Economic aircraft. All right. Well, once again, we'll probably just pick something out of the large Sporepedia for time. Sit here and actually, I think I've made some. I thought I made an aircraft. But whatever. Huh. There we go. I love the horns on it, or whatever those are. The diamonds. Let's go with it. Definitely look aerodynamic. Ready for flying. Excellent. So, buy a couple of aircraft. I wonder, like, I'm trying to figure out what my population capability is, but I'm not sort of noticing it. Let's band together. Blue Nation, yeah. Oh. So, we can advance to space already. The blues were all that was, and I'm not even paying attention, and we won. All right, so let's go on to the space stage. We can have a little retrospective look at where we are, where we came from. So, you know, from our earliest evolutions, we've moved up through the ages, been sort of predator. We keep trying to fight against our baser nature, but obviously we keep slipping back. Every once in a while, we made it up to industrious, and then just yeah, pretty much got some buildings. Went economic. We got one guy. Then we had like a lot of war started. Apparently, though, but most of the deaths were before the war even started. Although we did run into that epic creatures, that guy there that we ended up running into. They say war started and we finished it finally after much death and suffering. Then we finally captured and I didn't even. Yeah, it's weird. Just I must miss the orange or blue with the last ones, but that was kind of weird. Maybe there's something. Oh, it might have been those spice mines, and eventually capture those while I was mucking about with everything else. All right, so we've moved on to the space phase, and this is the point where we get to build and design our spaceship. And I really want to make a TARDIS, so I think that's what I'm going to try doing. So I may probably just going to cut the video, and maybe what I'll do is either do some time lapse, or if that doesn't really work, I'll just cut it and restart once I have my TARDIS built, because I'm going to be going back and forth, all tabbing, getting references, and it's probably not going to be super fun. But we can definitely show us getting the start of what I think it's going to be. You know, it's just a matter of getting proportions right. It starts pretty simple. And you can use, actually we can even use these. But at this point, the complexity is your only real budget. Any of the parts don't really affect your ship at all. Say that there's no stats or health or weapons or anything. The way that levels up is more through the spice mining, trading, and buying abilities for your ship. So I think what I'll do is I'll cut it here, and I'll continue to work on my spaceship till I you know, I want to get a nice TARDIS, so we'll get that together, and continue that on in the next video. I'm Shawn Kenney. Thanks for watching. So long for now.